first honor the guy who's first in my life, and all the glory and praise go to him on this. You know, I thought our kids fought again. That's what they do. They fight. And you know, we made a covenant with each other that every game we're going to play, it's going to be ugly. We're going to make it ugly. And if we don't make the game ugly, then the other team's got a chance. If it's a cutesy game, who can pass back and forth and hit shots, another team got a chance. But when they got to go through us, it's a hard game to go through us. So that's what I thought I gave the kids did. I give Detroit credit because they never quit. They kept fighting. And even being without certain people, they kept fighting. But we gotta do better than what we did today to finish games out, because we didn't do a great job finishing at the end. But we will get better. We will get better. There's no doubt in my mind.
We have questions for Jeremy and Anton.
Jeremy, your leadership as a senior, did that play a big factor today against Detroit? A tough, hostile environment to be in.
Excuse me. Today I don't think I led pretty well at the end of the stretch, and we just talked about that. And I got to get back to the drawing board and lead my guys to a victory. We're not following through tonight at the end, but we did enough to get the W. And, I thank God on it.
Anton, when Aaron got in foul trouble, they called your number. Was there any one or two things you were keeping in your head as it got down to that final 2 or 3 minutes?
That coach put me in there because he had trusted me to go in there and play smart, and rebound the basketball, and go to the foul line and hit the free throws.
And can you both talk about that play, Jeremy, that started with you beating your defender around the corner, getting to the baseline and giving the ball to Anton?
That's what we talked about all season, just attacking. That's when we were really good, is when we attack the hole and get to the free throw line. That's what I did. I attacked, seeing Anton open and sitting at the rim, gave him the ball. When he scored, he got an and one. It was a big point of the game for us.
And Jeremy, how about your three there at the end? They had cut the lead to 3, and I don't think it's a reach to say momentum had swung their way.
Oh man, those guys kind of made a bad decision by leaving me open. I seen the direct attack, and I just went up, knocked the shot down for my team, which was real bad on their side, but it was good for us, and it helped us out down the stretch.
Jerry, how do you feel with the type of team you have? You have a leadership. Do you think that this team can be to a level of an NCAA tournament team?
No question. This team can do what we want. We just in our destiny. We just gotta play it to our potential. Play Cleveland State basketball. We can do what we want. We're gonna go far this year. I can definitely tell you that.
How about the head coach? Your head coach just been
great,
motivational.
Great coach. Stay on this. Definitely don't let up on us. Each day in and day out. I love it. He's showing us how to be a man and grow up. Do adversity, and that's what we're doing right now. I see we're coming out successful.
Jeremy, you guys are usually the ones creating turnovers and turning the floor around. For about a 4-minute stretch in that second half, they kind of turned the tables on you. Is there anything that you said to each other, fellows, during that stretch?
Back off what Coach said. I'm just going to say what he told us, and then he tells us this day in and day out. We lose the game off turnovers, rebounding, and free throws. And that's what we did at the end. We turned it over in some crucial times, and they capitalized on some of them, but we just got to get back to the drawing board and get better.
Anything else for the?
It's been turnovers has been creeping up in you guys' game the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, it's just something we got to get focused on. And, we're gonna definitely do that. We're gonna go back to practice, and we're gonna stick it out. We're gonna work in practice, go through the drills like we usually do, and just get better and better, and stay positive with each other.
Anton, talk a little bit about the bench. Are you guys gave them quite a big lift today, particularly in the first half. I know it's a point of emphasis, but do you guys on the bench collectively take that as a sign of as a point of pride, or what?
Yes, like when Coach put us in, he usually put us in a sub of 5. But today I think he subbed it in a group of 3. And usually we'll be on the bench talking to each other. Like when we come in, we have to produce because we all coming in and Coach put us in, and we have to show Coach that we can play on a college level, where we can continue to play together and keep the lead. Usually when we come in, our starters have the lead, and our goal is to come in and up that lead. So we get together and we have a mindset of how many we want to go out there and score the ball and play defense.
Anything else for Jeremy and Anton? All right, thanks, guys. Let's have questions for Coach.
Gary, given their situation with 2 starters down, 3 starters down, and then 1 by injury, 1 by disciplinary, or 2 by injury, how important was it to win this one when they were a little short-handed?
You got to take care of it. things that you didn't take care of, and this is what we can take care of. You know, I've said this a number of times after games lately, that these games are harder than they should be. You know, we have 14-point lead. We got to extend that, get it to 20. I mean, these are things we have to get better at. We're turning the ball over entirely too many times, unnecessarily. They're not making us turn the ball over. We're not completing the play. So we got to do a better job at that. And once we do that, I think we'll be okay. But I told you, remember, you guys may not remember this. I told you don't judge this team today, judge it in January. Remember me telling you that? Mm-hmm. And that's still a fact. It's still a growing team. I mean, J-Mo has to learn to be the full-time point, and our bench has got to learn how much they got to add to what we do. And you know, I talked to him today. I told the bench, we need 20 points from you every game. That's the goal we want to get from you, because you have the ability to produce 20 points. And if they do that, we'll be a pretty good team.
How about Nuango today? He had a nice stretch there.
Yeah, 2 threes, and that was good.
Nice alley-oop from...
oh, yeah, he had a nice alley-oop, and, you know, he played pretty strong. And that's, you know, we got to get that out of him. But, you know, the problem is it's just not offense. You know, if you score 8 points and give up 10, you done lost the game.
Well, he scored 8 and took you from a tie to a 10-point lead.
Yep. But you got to watch the game to notice. Mm-hmm. He came out because you got to watch the game.
I saw when he came out.
Yeah. I mean,
he was about to give up 10.
So understand, this game is much stronger than a basket, because you can rectify a basket, but you can't. But you can't rectify the number of mistakes, and that's what we have to do.
Now, notwithstanding the loss of Minerath, which is a big loss, I mean, how good can Detroit be when they get all their pieces back?
Well, they're going to be very good. I mean, they got the big guy inside. He brings a whole different dimension. I mean, he brings a double-double to the game for them. Holman. That's a whole different dimension. He also brings, I think, an anchor inside defensively for them. So they'll be much better when that happens. But the one thing that went unnoticed today is our guards took those 2 guards out of the game. Yeah. And that's what we do. And DeAndre did a great job on Simons. Callum scored 14 points, but that's the shakest 14 points I've seen. He was 4 for 12. We did exactly what we wanted to get out of him. Okay, and so I think that team goes as those 2 go. And if you can get in their way, you got a chance to beat them.
1 for 13, them on their threes tonight. Was that?
But you know,
was that a combination of your perimeter defense? Or
have you been following us?
Yeah, I
I'm get ready to say something. We're number 2 in the country.
I know you are.
Guarding the 3-point.
It was a leading question. I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, I mean, this is we've done a great job of defending the 3, and that was one of my concerns coming in here today, because they can hit, if they're open, they can hit 3s.
Last 2 games you had really long. 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 7 minutes today, stretches of no field goals. Is that, how much of a concern is that?
Well, that's what I call, I told you that before. Balls knocked all over the place. And that's when those things happen. Now you got to weather those storms. We can weather those storms because we play defense. A team that don't play defense, when they go those long stretches, they can be out of a game. And like I told you, it's going to be ugly for us sometimes. And Elton, if you don't realize the team I had at Kent State with when we went to the NCAA with Ed Novell, that was the ugliest team you ever watched in basketball. But I'm going to tell you this: they can defend the heck out you, but the thing they did that this team hasn't been doing, they took care of the basketball. This team lately has not taken care of the basketball. See, you take second half 10 turnovers away from this team, it's a 15-point win. You know, and that's what we shouldn't be doing, because when you got veterans, they shouldn't turn the ball.